to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. Hey, and this is Sadie. You remember Sadie from, it's been about 2 months now.
Beginning of June.
Yeah, beginning of June. We got her from a rescue, and she was really kind of skittish at the beginning, and but we wanted to give you an update on how she's doing. She's a little jittery now because she's not used to sitting up here in front of the camera. She's camera shy, but we just want to give you an update on how well she's doing. She's really acclimated to the home really well, and
her favorite spot's still in between our pillows on the bed, but she goes out with me and does all the farm chores, and she's a licker.
She loves to lick. She's got, for a dog this size, she's got a huge tongue.
I know. And she's eating well now, and she eats all her dinner. Oh, God.
It's okay. I'll put you down, and you can go back into your spot. But, yeah, we just wanted to give you an update to let you know how she was doing. And, because when we had first gotten her, she was really skittish. We had tried to take her outside, and she was trying to, look for a way to get out and stuff. Yeah. And now she's part of the family now. She gets along, and, she's got her pool. She goes swimming outside. She'll run around and follow Dawn around when she's doing the chores. And then she'll do
a mad dash to her pool, and you just see the water go.
Yeah, but she's really found her home here, and so she's doing really well. And
she likes trying to get chipmunks. Because we have I call it our forest. It's where we bought out a nursery. Yeah. So we brought all the trees, and it's
our forest. It's all grouped on our west side of the property there, and
so she goes, and you see her, crouching, runs at them. So it's funny.
So anyway, so she's doing really well. That's it's good to see that. I know the first couple of weeks she was still really trying to find.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Find how kind of. Where she belonged, and but now she's just part of the family. She'll come out roaming through the house, and but her safe spot is still in our bedroom. She likes to stay there. That's where she
doesn't like dog treats at all. Will not touch them. She likes turkey hot dogs.
Yeah, and when we first got her, she didn't want to play with toys either, but she's just started playing. She found some...
Yeah, she found a Webkins, a little piggy Webkins, so she likes to chew on its ear.
Yeah, so, but like I said...
So that's starting, she's never been around toys, so...
Yeah, she was in the rescue all her life. It was basically, the rescue was trying to create a new breed of dog and get it registered and stuff, and so... she is what they call,
she's a mug, and we call her Muggle. Because she's a Chihuahua pug.
She's a Chihuahua pug, and there was a third breed that was mixed in there, but she doesn't, she's got a nose, a pug's got a flat face. She's actually got a nose, so they actually breathe better. She doesn't snore or anything like that, but...
Well, YouTube, we're going at it the other night.
Thanks,
It was cute. His face was going this way. She had her head on his pillow going this way, and they were just... I mean, it was like it was one to the other.
Just trying to embarrass me, yeah. But anyway, so she actually, her whole life was out at that rescue, and so I don't think she got played with at all, and so she was, when we got her here, she was really, just out of her element completely. Yeah. And so, but like I said, she's kind of finding her own way. She's starting to play with the toys, and she doesn't like treats at all, which is kind of funny, but she does really enjoy encouragement. So you get all excited.
When I do the pee-pee dance, I have to do the pee-pee or poo dance when she comes in, and she waits for it.
Yeah, so you got to reward her by getting excited, and it's so funny because, like Dawn said, she will wait for that. She'll come up to your feet and wait for you to do something to show you that she did a good job. So I don't sing it. Dawn gets the privilege. So anyways, that's a little Sadie update. We just figured we'd give you an update, let you know that she's really kind of in her own element now, and she's really enjoying being here. So just wanted to give you an update on that.
So this podcast is brought to you by wolffarms.net, and the scent of the month this month of August is sweet pea. So all the sweet pea products are 25% off.
Yeah. All our soaps, lotions, bath salts.
Yep.
I don't think we have a candle. I should probably put a sweet pea candle in there. People might enjoy it. Oh, hey, Trouble.
So what's... Oh, wow. I've had something else on my notes before.
Dawn's driving today.
Wow. So, prizes. Should we do prizes before?
Yeah, let's get things started off
prizes. So, we had the Lady Edith knit-along, and we had 12 entries for that. Some really beautiful shawls. And number 9 came up, and that is Jaselzer, Jaselzer, and that's Joyce, yay, in Ohio. So, and she did a beautiful blue one. So,
cool. Good job. Congratulations.
So you won a $10 gift certificate to Wolf Farms. And then our Hatch and Knit July, we're giving away 2 $10 gift certificates for Wolf Farms. And the winner of that was number 163, which is CD's Gifts. And that's Penny in Flint. I don't know if Flint is obviously a city. I just don't know where.
If you would have asked me, I could have Googled it before we got started.
I know, she's somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yay, Penny. She did stripy socks. And then our other winner is number 38, and that's 4 Peanuts, and that's Bean in Redding, maybe I shouldn't say which part of California. So she's in California, and she did 530 yards of a BFL hand spun.
Wow.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
It's a lot of yardage.
Mm-hmm. She did good. Mm-hmm. I haven't got that much yet.
Congratulations.
So, you the winners!
Yeah, get in touch with Dawn through Ravelry or
and I'll need your full name and your email.
Yep, and we'll send
that you would want it sent to. So.
Yep, we'll send that off to you.
And then this is our 53rd episode. So I've been doing this for a whole year now. And instead of doing a Podiversary Palooza prize thing, I want to do a RAP, R-A-P, Random Act Prize. So each week I am going to be doing a giftable pattern and a gift certificate to Wolf Farms. Probably a $5 gift certificate to Wolf Farms each week. And all I'm going to say is, not interaction, what's the word I'm wanting? Involvement is a key.
Chubby.
That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to just randomly pick.
Yep.
So, and then the following week, I'll let you guys all know who the winners were. But I like to surprise you.
Random appreciation prizes, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Rap.
So I'm going to be rapping it this month.
Oh. So, you know, we break into random music.
Down here on the Wolf Farm.
Our random musical interlude, you know? Yeah.
So.
Gotta love it.
Leave it to me. Pluck it out of there. At least I didn't say where.
Yeah. Good
so,
job.
farm happenings. What's been happening on the farm?
Oh, let's see. I felt very productive until you put the list of like 2 things that I've done this year. I'm like, oh, I felt like I actually
It's just quick jotted notes, not
well, I know.
spot you were working
I know.
in.
Yeah, I was busy. Actually, I felt very productive this week. So, actually, during the week, I spent some time and I was making up more mini sock blockers. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but we got a large order, which basically cleared us out of our inventory. So I had to go back and make some more. But I make these little mini sock blockers, keychains that maybe you can focus in, focus. This is out of maple, and we have cherry too, stained cherry, and then the also oak. I don't have one here, and part of that comes with a pattern for our little mini sock, sequia sock pattern that Dawn made up. So, but yeah, so I was busy. I had to pull out my woodworking equipment and get all the wood all done and shaped. And
I still need to make that sock grow up, huh?
Yeah, you were going to make a larger version, a full-size one, but
never done that.
So that was actually I was doing that after I got home from work during the week, and then on
Thursday. Yeah, because you were home with the Edison guy.
Yeah, we had our power company was changing out our meter on the house, so I stayed home to take care of that. And then Friday I went and trenched and put in piping and got everything finished up and wrapped up for our east side property. I put about 120, 140 feet of piping to our trees, because before Dawn was our waterer. She would go out and drag the hose around. So I went in, trenched, and put in all of the tree waters and stuff, and got that all filled in. I got the sprinkler, or got the valve in, and hooked up to the timer. Everything's all done. It was all done in one day. So I thought, woohoo! And I actually start a project and get it done in one day. I'm glad. So. Yeah,
and that was 109 degrees out there that day.
Actually, it was
in the sun.
Actually, of all the days, it's actually going to be really warm for the summertime. We're in the
August
desert.
Is our hottest.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be really warm on the next day. I got fortunate on Friday when I was out working. We actually got overcast, kind of. It was humid, but I wasn't in the direct sun, so it was like the cooler front porch temperature instead of the back porch temperature. So. But it actually wasn't too bad. I'm used to working outside in 100-degree weather. It doesn't bother me, so I adapt pretty well. So I got it all wrapped up. Yay. Happy. What else did I do? It seemed like I was running around getting feed and stuff yesterday. So.
And garage selling.
Oh, yeah. That's my playtime. So. Yep. But that's, I think, about it for farm happenings, but... Oh, I am planning on a fishing trip in a couple weeks, so yay! I used to go fishing up to Bishop area. It's you hear the High Sierras. That's basically up where Bishop and whatnot. It's about 3.5 hours north of where we're at. But I used to go fishing there probably 4 or 5 times a summer. Back, I think, before we started building this house. And after we built the house, then it turned out to be like twice a year. And then last year I didn't go at all. I just so busy with stuff. So it's like I wanted to make some time, and so I usually go with Dawn's dad. We go up there and fish, and we usually go up on like a Friday and come back Sunday morning. So you get 2 days of fishing in. So we got that on the books for 2 weeks from now. So if you're in Bishop, we'll you might find me out on the river. You might find me up in the higher elevations because it's going to be warm. Usually we head up to the lakes. That's farm happenings. I'll be catching fish and taking pictures. That's my. I didn't know
what you were going to say just then. I thought,
usually lugging a fishing pole and my camera bag. That's usually what I'm out, and I like half the time is pictures and half the time is fishing. So.
Yep. And Tuesday I'm going to be judging at our county fair.
Yeah.
So I judged the hand spun, the knitting, the crochet, and even last year they even had me judge the weaving. So they had me do needlework too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just if there's a lot of cops there, don't go in.
Yeah. I've been doing this for this will be my 4th year. It's third or fourth year.
Yeah, you've been doing it for a while, and
should we get into this?
I don't know.
The biggest bust in the Antelope Valley happened on one of the.
They were doing some like the sheriffs, and they had a like big crackdown on whatever. I don't even remember what it was, but they were using the fairgrounds as the their office, their central headquarters, bringing in all of whoever they were tracking. Was it gang? I don't remember what it was. But they're from all over the area. They're all doing it to the fairgrounds. Well, they were doing this on the same day Dawn was supposed to go and do judging, right? And so she pulls up, walks right into the big area where they're taking these guys to
they're
arresting.
In their underwear. They're all handcuffed on the floor, up against the walls.
And
I'm walking right into this. No one is saying anything to me, and I'm like, finally one guy did. After, I had to go through different, barricade things to get in. I'm like,
this is how much she's paying attention by the way.
I'm like, I'm here to judge the yarn. Where's all the yarn? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, he goes, you're not involved with this? And I'm like, do I want to be? I go, I am a shrink, but, and he goes, oh, well, this guy's a real fruitcake,
So I always give her a hard time whenever she goes up to the fairgrounds to make sure she's paying attention. If there's a bunch
they're all armed, and all the canine units are there, and I was more worried because my car doesn't have a front license plate. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get a ticket. Not thinking of my safety walking into this.
Yeah, so I got to give her a hard time every time she goes up there. So
I do
pay
have
attention.
Blonde and
pay attention.
Yeah.
So
well, they were friendly.
Yeah, I know, but I just still have to laugh about that. So.
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
So in the coop, what's in the coop? I'm making sure I was getting...
Oh, you're following your notes today, huh?
So in my bird leg bags, my monster toy bag is... Well, I'll show a picture of it because I actually have a picture here. Is Molly the Traveling Turtle by Jenna Krupar, and I was gifted this by Maddie's mama, which is Lori, and her daughter Maddie for my birthday. So that's what it looks like. And I'm doing this for the Ravel Linux Teen Knittables, woohoo, knit along. And I'm doing this in hand spun. This is like some of my very first hand spun. It's Silver Sun alpacas, which she's up north in Santa Ynez.
Yeah.
So this is its shell, and this is very thick, thin.
No, random size.
I know it has alpaca in it. I don't have the tag. Why, I don't know. That was before I knew I should be doing that. So, and then this is, I have no idea what this is either. It's we got a pound of gray.
Is that from the
Village
Spinning and Weaving?
Yeah, we bought a bag.
When you bought the wheel, we bought a bag of fiber that kind of to practice with.
So this is what his head and his tail and his feetsies are gonna all be made out of.
Put that together so you get an idea what.
Just a neutral, a neutral, because I'm going to put him on my. Is that a hearth? Is that what that is? Yeah, we have a big sitting thingy in front of our fireplace and TV.
Yeah, that is the hearth.
Oh, I thought he'd look cute, just tossed up there,
hanging out, watching TV.
Turtle. What's that movie?
Oh God.
That's yeah. See these random things just pop into my head.
Master of Disguise. I can't think of the.
Yeah, and he goes, turtle.
That was a bad movie. Even I think that was a bad movie. So. And I'm not that picky.
Yeah. So the other thing in my bag, in the coop, in my silver pumpkin. See, I knew I would get that screwed up. Silver pumpkin pig bag is the Rockefeller, which is the Stephen West mystery shawl, which is no longer a mystery because all the clues are out. This is still clue 2 because it was in timeout, and I thought last night I would work on it a little bit because
you had to back that out, and you have a bunch of strands.
You
got past all of the cut part, right?
I'm still not.
Oh, you still got.
Yeah. So I had booked on this at first.
Yeah, you were doing good, and then screeching halt.
There's the Dickie-Doo where I'd got it all ripped out again. So I did an inch of that. So there's the correct. Now this is just supposed to be all stocking knit. It's no ribbing. And a couple of people have emailed me or PM'd me and said they've done the same thing. So it must be how he has it written or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Because not too many people could get it twisted.
Bold the fact that you're switching from the rib
or
to
it's
the
just automatic
stocking.
to keep going. You know, you just knitting away, watching the
Flying
Olympics,
along.
and I watch Buffy.
Gotta pay attention.
Yeah. So, and this is in Cakewalk yarn, peppermint bark, and then Knit Picks burgundy. That's what it's called, just burgundy.
So you're still on clue 2, right? And there's 4 clues total?
Yeah, they're all out. That's fine. I have some finished objects, that's why.
You've got a lot of projects all going at the same time.
And I want to start more and more and more.
Yeah.
And I should have started the Color Affection because Shirley Carolyn at the Girlfriends Knitting Podcast said Dawn cast this on. No, Dawn didn't.
You were playing with the yarn. You just didn't get the needles and the yarn together.
I wound the yarn, and it's in a bag.
One step closer.
One step at a time. Because her knit-along ends the end of August. Or a week into September, something like that. Go check it out. It's not too late.
Yeah. So is that it for your Coop?
Yeah. I haven't started the Even Star yet either because I have too many shawls right now. You know, I still have that Windy Knits I still need to get done. The last clue of that, last clue, okay, you're going in the bag. So after Ravel Linux, and then I need to get some of those off before I start that. It's all ready. Yarn's wound. Everything's in the bag, ready to go.
It's in the holding pattern until you get...
Yeah. So what's in your Coop?
In my bag. In my Coop.
In your Coop.
In my... What's that? The pirate knitting bag? I don't know where this...
She was somewhere knitting on Ravelry. I don't think she's nowhere knitting anymore.
Oh, okay.
She was just in the hospital this last week.
You guys are going to get sick because I keep working on the same one over and over. This is my wide rib beanie by Woolly Wormhead. Let me dig this out. Let me show you the progress. Well, first off, I was working with these needles. These are the Knit Picks interchangeables. And I was running into a heck of a time at the join because these, as I was doing the magic looping, I kept getting caught up on the join. And I think one of these was one that you fixed.
Yeah, because the cables detach from the join.
Yeah, they're not fastened well, and there's a rib on there, you know, and so it gets caught every time I'm going around there. It's like, So Dawn goes, ooh, I've got these Hayas you could try out. And so we just moved these over to the Hayas. So I'm doing these on Haya number 7s with a 40-inch cable. And let's see, where's my Dicky-Doo? So my Dicky-Doo's there.
You did a lot this week.
Yeah, I figured I better put in some effort. See, I've been productive this week. I actually got some done. I try and do a little bit every evening when I sit down and do watch TV and stuff, but it's coming along. And so,
now, how do you like the needles? These needles compared?
These seem a little grippier. They're not as smooth, which is fine. I mean, the yarn won't slide off so well, but they're lighter, and the cable seems to be a little more flexible.
Oh, because I forgot to mention last week, the interchangeables swivel. It is so cool. Just like the signatures. The signatures do the same thing. They have the swiveling thing.
The swivel joint.
Yeah. So I had forgot to mention that last week.
Well, that'll keep them from unscrewing too as you're knitting. You know, if they're swiveling.
Yeah, because the knit picks always come unscrewed, even if you use the key. But I also have the knit picks interchangeables when they first came out. Both of my sets are when they first came out, so they're old. I don't know if that makes a difference because I know some people don't have a problem with that coming unscrewed.
Maybe they fixed it.
It's
in
not a
later
happy
versions.
thing when those come unscrewed.
Or when the cable comes completely out of the joint.
I haven't found it.
No, well, if you look, I mean, you can see this is polished. Feel the difference between that and that.
Yeah.
This is just really polished. It's smooth, so it slides more than these do. These are more of a matte finish, which means that the metal is not polished up completely, which means it's got a surface to it that's gonna, you know. But like I said, I'm not complaining about it. It's just that's one of the things I noticed, that the difference between the two is one is highly polished, which makes everything slide on it more. But I just don't, you know, the cables on these are stiffer than the ones on the Hayas.
Yeah.
So, but we just did this morning, and so I did a couple rows this morning. But I do.
I'm just seeing that loop's gonna.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the loop.
You're messing with my project.
You're gonna lose your loop, I could see.
No, I haven't yet. Not since you told me I needed a loop on both hands. See, I'm figuring out as I go. Believe me, beginning knitter here. I need to have my little, you know, like driver's ed. You know, you got the big old sign on the door that says student driver. I need a shirt that says student knitter. You know, here. So when I make a mistake, you could all just say, "Oh yeah, we've been there." So, but now it's coming along. This is done out of the. This is Dancing Dog, Tweety, Aaron Weight, and the coffee. So I'm sure you guys know that because I keep working on the same project.
They can all say it with us now.
But no, like I said, I'm really trying to make an effort to get some time in with this. So, I mean, watching her knit, I'm like, oh yeah, here I'm still like, okay, wrap around.
And I was going slow because the points on these are so sharp. And with the hand spun, I'm doing it on a size 4. I didn't say any of that, did I? I was just jamming through
You slacker, you.
The point, my fingers just really sore because I'm a pusher. You know, I push.
Yeah, you need to get yourself a thimble.
I need a thimble.
Knit yourself a
knitter's
thimble.
Yeah. So, flown the Coop. My first flown the Coop is the Owly Puff pattern by Jenna Krupar, and I wanted a big puff. This is a 3.5 by 3.5 with the yarn held double on a size 4. I have no idea. It was some yarn I got from a dyer in England, and I don't even remember. But this is for the Team Knittables Ravel Linux, one of the little things. And why it has felted eyes, I have owly eyes. I was just jamming along, and man, I kitchen nerd. I don't know if she said the kitchen nerd or not in the pattern. It's a free pattern. And I stuffed it. I kitchen nerded all up, and I thought, uh-oh. I couldn't even use my cute little owly eyes I had bought.
Yeah, you
So
did
I
have
just made,
eyes.
I just made little felted eyes. Then I was hurrying, taking a picture and putting it up on my project page where I wouldn't forget. I forgot the beak. I'm like, what the heck? So it now has eyes and beak.
Fuji approves.
Yep. You like it? And then my other Ravel in It project that I've been talking about for a year. So this is perfect that it is done today because I've been talking about doing this monkey for me for a year. This is Jerry the Musical Monkey by Rebecca Danger. Size 4 needle. I don't know if I said that. This is also done on size 4 needle because it's worsted weight. And this is done in the Maisie and Bella colorway. And that Knittable's gifted to me. It's a Dancing Dog. Fuji likes this one because of all of the thingies hanging. So, yep, he's done. And it is a pretty easy knit, except it's very... Fuji's walking on the table. It's very fiddly. Because I literally, in my project page, would put, I finished the hands. I finished an arm.
Yeah, you had
because it was like, so whatever I did each day, because I only knit at night, between 8 and 9 o'clock. That's my knitting time. So, yeah, and I had to order eyes for him, and they came, so that was really good. Super fast shipping. There was no mods. I did him exactly like the pattern, so if this was, however, 66 rows, the tail, yes, look at the tail. This is 90 some rows. So he's done exactly per pattern, so. Except I think I Kitchenered where she had said to do something. So,
pretty
he
cool.
says hi. I call him Bully because Maisie and Bella are Knittable's bulldogs. So he's the bully monkey. And I've got a crap ton of yarn left over. I thought for sure, it is a lot. So I can probably make like the fidget pattern that I was gifted, and I just didn't want to immediately knit with the same yarn again. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I gotta
give it
spice
some
it
time
up.
out. Put it aside till you get another pattern in mind, and you can pair up another project to go.
Yep. So the shawl show is one shawl this week because I'm running out. I've done a ton more. They've just all been gifted.
Yeah.
So just one this week. So this is the Traveling Woman shawl by Liz. My throat. Liz Abinante. I used a size 5 US needles and Handmaiden fine yarn Casbah sock in the agate colorway. And this has some cashmere. I think it was the first time I had gotten cashmere yarn, and it is so soft. And I'll show you the patterning. I think this is a free pattern. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I did this in 2009, so. But this is definitely a shawlette. Shawlette. New word. It's a tiny.
Matches your shirt.
Yeah. It's nice and soft and squishy. I know I've been contacted a few times, people knitting this, that the pattern is worded kind of oddbally on a certain spot, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know this is one I have to dig out the pattern to answer questions a lot.
Get your notes.
Yeah, so, which I should just put them on my Ravelry page. So, yeah, it was a quick pattern, so, nice and soft.
Yeah, pretty nice.
To Market. I'm just chugging down the road. To Market is...
Where to start?
I know, I'm like, ooh! Well, since I already mentioned the eyeballs, I know there's a lot of people knitting the toys right now. And then also in October, Knittables is having a monster with Halloween themed. So if you need eyeballs, I get it at 6060eyes.com, or I get them on Etsy, 6060.etsy.com. And she has all different sizes, noses, joints, notions. So I needed some more 12 because I've used up the 12 a lot. And then I got some 15 or 18. So just wanted to throw that out there. I've mentioned her before, and her shipping's quick too. You just, boom, you get them.
Yeah.
Because I was like, whew, he might have to go into timeout if I don't have his eyeballs. What the heck? So then I also, Knittables, boy, this is a knittable show. She had on her podcast, Friends in Fiber, this little bag. And Friends in Fiber has the banner on our group, and I had seen this on the little banner that they had, but I just was thinking it was a decoration. And I thought, oh, I just love that little bag, but I didn't think nothing more of it. And this, let me see, where's her card? That's not what I wanted. Oh. Friends in Fiber, and it's Jan and Peg, and they are the nicest. friendsinfiber.etsy.com. And you get this cute lavender sachet with their little card. And this is filled with 5 ounces of New Hampshire wools. Border Leicester, Rambouillet. There, that sounded better. Corriedale, Romney, Icelandic, Alpaca. And it's Spinach Haste of New Hampshire. And they get these from local farms there to help them, you know, support them, you know, with their feed costs. And yeah, because believe me. Yeah. So it's 5 ounces of all those different, you know, kinds. Like here's a Wensleydale she threw in for me too. But yeah, just natural colors. You know, here's a Romney. So, and this whole thing, and then Peg is the one that stencils this cute little bag, which I think Jimmy wants to snag this from me. And then also in her thing, they have these new cards. It's where you can put when you spun your yarn, the colorway, the fiber content, yards, wraps per inch, the weight. And these are the more generic ones. And she also sent ones that say Friends in Fiber. So these will be really nice to use. So, and they're so sweet. They're the sweetest ladies. So, and this was $20.
Yeah, that's...
I don't normally say the prices of things because I just think that's... my mama taught me better. So...
yeah. But 5 ounces in the
5
bag
ounces, this cute bag that she hand stencils, you know. And their shipping is super quick, and so... super fun. And then I found a new dyer. She has little tees that come with it. This is CJ Delights Spinning and Knitting Supplies. Here's her card. It's attached to the fiber, so. And yeah, you can imagine why I got this. Pink and green. More of a rose. It's exactly what you're seeing on the screen. Mm-hmm. And I know the Knit Girls are having the, what did I call it? Expand Your Horizons. Oh. And August is Rambo. That's just easier. We're just going to call it. Doesn't say it on here. This is Rambo, though. Rambouillet. And so I thought, oh, I've never spun that, so what a perfect excuse. And another thing, which $10 for 4 ounces. I'm like, buy now, you know? It was like no thinking. So, yeah, I thought, how cool is that? Super quick shipping. I mean, I got this really quick, too. Plus, she also sent a sample of Portuguese wool to try out. And said it's great as a sock yarn. So, but hey, she did good green.
I'm sure she matches it to whatever color she's sending out.
Soft. So, yay, this will be fun. Although I haven't been spinning. Notice there was no spinning segment. I haven't even touched it.
Yeah, you haven't. You've been...
Well, I've been doing the Ravel Linux stuff.
You were trying to knock out some of your other projects, so I know you're focusing on those to get those wrapped up.
So, yeah. So, how'd you like that, honey? I just pop ya.
Yeah.
So, squeal like a pig. This week, there was a package in the mail. And this is from Kimberly Sock Bunny. This is a belated birthday gift. And inside was this cute notepad. Imagine it. It has a little rooster on it. You know, I have no idea why you guys think I'm a chicken girl. Look at, and the card even has my favorite colors. And then it's funny because she even said in the card she knows how important names are to me. Not only is this pink and green, it says the name of it, the colorway, is Birthday Bougainvillea. Does Kimberly know me or what? Look at this gorgeousness. And I know last week I showed you what I was going to use for the My Hope. This is going to be my hope. And it's been all my power not to just yarn this up. I'm going to yarn this up. I'm going to cake it up. Yeah.
Wind it up.
And this is, it's pretty cool because I think this is her local yarn store or local-ish. It's Knits and Kibbles. And this is an exclusive yarn to that store.
Oh,
so it's called the Fiber Seed. So this is Florida, real Florida yarn, y'all. Florida yarn.
So you have to get a map and start pinning where you've gotten little, samples.
But yeah, the yardage is a...
Because I know we got from Wild Pearls in Montana.
That was an exclusive. 480 yards. So, yep, that's going to get wound up. Woundering up.
Wound her up.
Woundering up. Then I also got this cute little Notions bag that Mostly Munchies sent me to match my pig bag. So, thank you. So, yay.
Good week.
Good week.
Yep.
I squeal
Lots of
like a
squee.
pig. Yeah. I do.
Yep.
I do
I know,
squee.
you do.
I
See,
literally say, you might hear this. I've been really talking a lot.
Yes, you have.
So
that's okay.
What's picking on the farm?
Picking on the farm. I thought for picking on the farm, I'd talk a little bit about the entries so far in our yarn as art or fiber as art thread. We've had a number of entries, and all of those have been really good. It's neat to see how people will take and run with an idea, and the whole point of this is to challenge you. It's not a competition between different people. It's a challenge to yourself to come out, think outside the box, try and be creative with your camera. You guys like knitting and think, so I just wanted to encourage you guys to keep, thinking what you can do. Try and think of wall art with your yarn and how to do that. There's a lot of good examples. So if you haven't been to the thread, please go look and see what other people have done, because
it's fun.
Yeah, as you can see the creativity, the gears working, and
well, Melanie Mad 79. I mean, she was like on that. She was like boom. I kept seeing these boom, 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 boom pictures.
Yeah, she put up a lot right out of the gate,
cool.
and like I said, and I think it's really good to kind of expand your mind in terms of how you think about what you do. A lot of times you get, you just think, oh, pattern, knock out the things. Think of art, and then how to make art out of that. So that was the whole, point of that. And in terms of how we're going to choose, the prizes out of this thread,
it'll have to be random.
Yeah, it's going to be random, because the reason why is it's not really a competition. It's really, and there's people at all different levels of experience. I don't care if I know we have some younger knitters out there. If they want to take the digital camera and have fun with it, that's fine. The whole point is to try something new. To do something that you wouldn't normally do and try it out.
And think out of the box. Not don't. It's not just about the yarn. It's.
Like I said, just have fun with it. And just think of how to make art out of that. And like I said, there's a lot of good things, a lot of different ways people have approached it, and it's all fun. And the whole point is just to kind of have fun with that. So I wanted to kind of reiterate that, encourage you guys, because there's a lot of good stuff on there. And go, if you haven't gone to the thread, go look at that thread, because there's a lot of the entries in there that are they're different. There's some really neat pictures. I don't want to single one out because I don't want other people to think, oh,
I know, I kind of singled Melanie out, but that's because she was the first.
But yeah, I don't want to single any particular one out, because they're all great. Like I said, it's just a matter of challenging yourself to go do something that you don't normally do and have fun with it. The other thing I wanted to mention is I went ahead and ordered a large, the large version of my yarn.
The Hootenanny. Warhol.
Yeah, Warhol. My large Warhol picture I've actually printed up into vinyl. So this actually should come tomorrow in the mail, and I'll get that framed up so I can display that next week. And I actually did one for you with the needles and stuff. But I'll show those next week because they couldn't get it to me before then. But I figured I'll show you kind of, this goes back to one of my other picking on the farms about using Vistaprints to do large vinyl pictures. So you guys see it all ties together. So that's basically what my picking on the farm is for this week. It's just encouraging you guys, reiterating back, go out and have fun with it. Make something artsy out of the, your using your camera and your yarn. So, but
or
good job.
Notions or
because
yarn, actually
fiber.
Melanie had a Nosta pin on there.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. It looked like a tampon thing to me. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my God, Melanie, what is that? I didn't know. I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Could have said something worse.
Now your curiosity's up. Now you gotta go to that thread.
You gotta go see what Melanie put in there.
But yeah, like I said, anything fiber related, just have fun with it, and that was the whole point of the, what I'm trying to get you to do is think outside of more than just the action of knitting. Think of that as a element in a, an artistic picture. So I'm gonna flick it back to you.
So the summer reading this week is one of my favorite authors. Sorry, I saw something on the wall that was crooked. It didn't bug me. And she's written tons of books. His mom has actually sent me a lot of her just romancy books. And it's Debbie Macomber, and she does have a series of knit fiction, and I have these in hardback because I love her to pieces. And this is about I keep going. I go blank because I get excited. It's about a certain store, and then the knit groups within it. It's more about the knit group. So this is a good yarn. Woo! Beautiful art, for the covers on these.
Cover
It's
art.
just gorgeous. And I love everything she's ever written.
Yeah, I know she's one of your favorite authors. So.
The shop on Blossom Street, because the shop is on the fictional Blossom Street.
Is this all a series of the same?
You can almost read it separately. Like the first one will start off with a certain group of women, and then like this one starts off, still has the same women, but yet there's a whole new group.
Okay, but they do they're tied together in a sense that.
And then back on Blossom Street. Just gorgeous. And she also has knitting pattern books that you can get like at Joann's that go along with the first couple books too. Like the patterns she talks about.
Do those have patterns in the books themselves?
I know you're going to ask that. And I think it actually do. I think they do. Or I got it off her website. I can't remember because there was a baby blanket on one of them that Did I even say what this was called? Summer on Blossom Street. And then 20 Wishes, a Blossom Street book. And some of these, there's some sadness, a little bit of sadness in some of them. So, yep, she's my favorite author. Love her. Mm-hmm. I have tons of her books.
You have a lot of the paperbacks and stuff.
So, in the arena, seeing where I'm at. Okay, I want to mention the My Hope is still going on with the Lynn Zim. I've been mentioning this since she started this. She's 12,000 now.
Oh, wow.
I think.
Good.
So knittingtriathlete.blogspot.com, and you can, with $5 donation, you can get this My Hope, which is by Laura Linneman, and $10 or more. There's different, levels of prizes and stuff. So then Two Knitlet Chicks still having their knit along crochet along with the Mother Bears. Brenda, I mentioned her last week, Brenda Castile. She's good stuff on Ravelry. All the month of August, all her pattern sales are going to the American Cancer Society. So go support her, go gift a pattern, surprise someone with it, and, because all the proceeds, go towards that.
That's
so
great.
Yeah. The next one, I'm going to go in a little bit more detail because I was contacted about this, and this is something that is very, very near and dear to my heart. As I've mentioned before, Jimmy was a preemie, and him and I were both, he was in the NICU, and I was the more serious one, but so he was a preemie, a 30-week preemie. We had just made the 30-week preemie. I was in the hospital 5 to 7 days before.
Before he was born, you were in 7 days before.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was out of it. I was on so many.
Yeah, you had a rough time.
Yeah,
that's putting it lightly. So.
Yeah.
The whole time, but pretty much.
And even a whole year after he was born, I was under doctor's care. So.
She doesn't do anything easy.
Yeah. So I actually didn't even get to see Jimmy for 24 hours after he was born, and the only reason is because my night nurse felt bad for me. I think she saw me getting really depressed, so she actually wheeled me on my gurney into the NICU unit at midnight where I could meet Jimmy. And he actually, she opened the incubator where he was at in the NICU unit, and he grabbed my finger, So I actually started having some improvement even after she did that. So, and you guys took a lot of pictures of him for me because, it's...
Yeah, it
was traumatic.
It was a rough time, so...
So, why I'm mentioning all this is the Three Stitches podcast. They are having a knit along from August 12th, because they wanted to wait till after Ravel Linux. You can start now, it doesn't matter, till October 14th. And their hospital, the El Paso Children's Hospital, is in dire need of blankets for the premature NICU units. Just to let you know, this is not just in Texas, but there are 13 million preemies born a year. So the need for hats and blankets is very much needed.
Hats, booties, I know you're always
I'm always doing it for our hospital because they didn't even have that when, 15 years ago for Jimmy. They had these netted looking.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have it, but because we didn't have anything either. Anyways, back to what I'm talking about. So the knitters in El Paso, they can't keep up. They donated like 31 blankets one day and they were gone that day. They did another 42 blankets and they were gone within a day and a half. So the need at this hospital, because it's near the border, because that's what happens. They're in a big need for premature blankets. They're asking for the blankets to be 30 by 30, which I talked to Michelle and she talked to the head doctor and they're still saying they would like the 30 by 30 blankets. Our hospitals within the California area usually have different sizes. If this changes, I'll let you guys all know. She's also said you can send hats too, but they're really wanting the blankets and 4-inch hats, she had mentioned to me too. There's going to be prizes for the most knit by one person, There's going to be a prize for the most crocheted by one person. There's going to be a prize, I just saw this, for the podcaster that recruits the most knitters and crocheters. So when you go and send them your blanket or post in their group that you're sending them blanket, let them know which podcaster, because I guess she contacted more than me. So let them know who sent you or whatever. And then each blanket's going to count as an entry. You will contact them to get their address, which is Michelle, Catherine, or Lindsay. And their Ravelry names are Knit a Little, which is Michelle. That's the mom. Catherine is TARDIS Traveler 42. And Lindsay is Knitting Doink. I had to look at that. I thought it said Knitting Dork at first, but it's Doink. And I will have these linked in the group under this episode. I also have this already linked under our charity thread. The blankets cannot be made out of Red Heart Super Saver. There's other Red Hearts that are softer, but the Super Saver is scratchier. The preemie skin is like paper, so it is highly sensitive. So you need to really think of that. It has to be washable because even if you wash it, they're going to sterilize it. Anything that goes into the NICU units are sterilized big time. So it will need to hold up to the wash.
Washable and
yeah. So I mentioned the 30 inches square. They must receive the blanket to be counted, for the prizes. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Well,
but think of cherry colors too, because this is one of the big things they use these blankets for, which is going to be depressing. It's true though, is when the babies die. They use these as a burial. They do have people make burial blankets and burial gowns and stuff, but generally they'll, use these for that purpose too. So, but this is also something that the parents can take home if that happens and they, do something else. They have something of their babies to remember them by. I know that just got major depressing, but this is not a happy thing, so, it's a very, especially being in there and seeing them, and just to let you, FYI, the baby girls are stronger than the baby boys, so a lot of times the baby boys don't make it also. So, but I'm just but it's true. People just don't know these things.
I know. So make them cheery.
Yeah. Don't
use some
happy colors, yeah, you can use scraps, but this is going to someone to cheer them up, and so just think of that too. Soft and happy. So please go and help support this. Once the Ravel Linux is over, I'm going to be, hooking one up too, and so
do something for a good cause.
Yep. I know you're like, oh, where are you going with this? So Ravel Olympics ends next Sunday, which is August. I think it's Sunday.
Ravel Linux.
What did I say?
I don't know. Ravel Olympics. They're going to sue you now.
I know. Keep saying
it. You have to mute out that portion.
Yeah. So August 12th it ends. I don't know if that's a Saturday or Sunday. The Even Star Anonymous is still going on in our group, and I want to cheer Ashley on. Ashley is from the Spinner's World, and Megan of the Stockinette Zombie. They're both doing it for their Ravelinic projects.
Yeah, that's a project and a half, so...
Megan needs some sleep.
Hang in there.
Yeah, hang in there, hun. You can do this. So, our Hatch and Knit August is going on. Mm-hmm. Our Fiber is Art. I haven't mentioned it in a while, but we still have our Wolf Farm videocast button. So if you place an order in the comments section, you can request this for free. What movie is that from? For free.
Yeah.
That'll be your test
That'll
this
be
week.
the test.
So.
I think that's about it. I think
Yeah.
you
Just blah.
got it covered. So.
Just I was going so strong there for a while. So until next time,
Let's get cracking.
and hatch a knit. Bye
Bye
now.
all.